Hello, how are you today? Well, I have a great show for you. I have over this last, I want to say 8 months or so, been an observer. And I was observing so that I could help you a little bit better with your book launches. As you may know, I help people with their best-selling book launch strategies. Sometimes I'm the MC of their book launch. Sometimes we just plan how we're going to do it and what is the best way to do it for them. Every single person that's worked with me has become a best-selling author on Amazon if they chose to be. And I say if they chose to be because I have helped just a few people with ebooks that were not on Amazon at all. But all of the people who wanted to be on Amazon, who are on Amazon now, we created a bestseller book launch for them. Well, to up-level what I do to help others, it's always important to pay attention in life to what people do. And I love doing this because I love books. I do believe your message matters. And I know that in order for your message to get into the world, you have to promote it. And oftentimes that's very hard for us to promote ourselves. I know I've struggled with it myself, but what I realize, and this one simple truth has really helped me the most. I realize that I have a heart to serve. And if I am not serving others in the best way possible and getting paid to do that, even though this is a free show and I'm happy to give you my wisdom here, I know that what I've done to learn how to serve at the highest level is very important. And I feel that it is okay to share what I do with others. So one of the things that I do, of course, is bestseller launch strategies. So if you were paying attention last year and in kind of the world or worlds, plural worlds that I'm in, you may have seen Jamie Kern Lima launch her book, Worthy. So today we are going to take a look at some of the things that she did to promote this book. Now, here's the thing. I know what you're thinking. Oh, yeah. Well, Jamie Kern Lima is a billionaire with a B. She can buy her way. No, that's probably true. But you can't buy your way into people's hearts and have them read your book. You can, that proverbial thought, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink is true and of this same application when we think about getting our books into the marketplace. So I was watching and listening and observing in my world how the message came to me. Here's how it all took place. But more importantly, it's not about what Jamie Kern Lima did. It's about what you can do to emulate what she did in your best way possible. And honestly, you will have success if you do this too. So I'm going to articulate many of the things that she did that you can do and help you see how wonderful this journey is from the beginning. So since the beginning of the year, we've been talking about how to write a book, what things you need to pay attention to, which idea should I move on. I know many creative people have multiple ideas, but choosing that one idea is important. How to research, how to do all of the different things. We will continue this path along this journey this year because that's what we do here on Your Message Matters. So what happened? How did this whole thing start for me as an observer? Last June, I think it was maybe June 23rd, I heard a podcast. It was Ed Milet's podcast. And if you don't know Ed Milet, he's incredible. I love listening to his podcast. Well, most of them anyway. Sometimes he will interview sports people, and I'm not so interested in that. They have a lot of great wisdom to share too, but I kind of enjoy maybe other top leaders in the world other than sports figures. But sometimes he has a sports person now and then, and I enjoy and glean wisdom from them as well. That's really few and far between. So last June, who was on his show? It was Jamie Kern Lima. And she was talking about her book, Worthy. It wasn't published yet. It wasn't written yet. Well, it could have been written yet. But in your case, you don't have to have it written yet. If you want to start promoting your book, start promoting your book. It will help propel you as you put this into the world on social media, when you talk about it at the grocery store. Having those conversations builds belief in your old noggin. So she started talking about the book. Now, as I think back today, I don't know if she actually had a physical copy of it yet, or if she just talked about it. I heard the podcast in my car, so I wouldn't even have seen it otherwise. But he does stream his podcast into YouTube, which, here's a side note, when you are creating content like me on this show, I can use this to write a blog, to post this video on YouTube, to use snippets of this for advertising. There's so many things I can do with a show like this that it is wonderful to be able to repurpose. So that's what Ed is doing as well. Sometimes I'll see an email from him that is information from his guests on his show or wisdom that he has shared. So I'm getting emails. I see him on my podcast list. I see him in my YouTube feed. I see him on Facebook. I see him on Instagram, mostly Instagram. And I don't go to Instagram as much as I do Facebook. Time, right? But think about that. So Jamie Kern Lima is a friend of Ed Milet's. So she's been on his show a few times, and she was on his show last summer. And again, just recently, by the way, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So last summer in June, I first became aware of the book. So she said she was pre-selling it to go and get a copy. Well, I thought this sounds wonderful. In addition to that, listen to me. You need to have a reason for people who don't know you yet. Your friends and family will do what you tell them to do, very likely. But other people that you want to impact don't know you, and you can impact them as well and ask them to do things like Jamie Kern Lima did. So she said, go buy my book in the pre-sale. So I did this, right? I got her book. Now I have an invoice number. I'm able to use the invoice number to go back and indicate I've purchased the book. And now, guess what? Now opens up some bonuses for me and for you too, by the way, if you did it. So think about how you can implement something like that in your tribe, in your following, in the people that you want to impact. You can start with a three-part course on the theme of what you're writing your book about. And you use the same content, repurpose parts of your chapters and make this little three-part course and give it away. Or if you don't have something ready yet, you can promise it. You don't have to have everything ready right now. It's a lot to write a book, to develop a course, to do some bonuses, to be on podcasts, to do the thing, right? It's a lot. But pick and choose what you can do. I know you're not a billionaire like Jamie is. but that's okay. Many of the things she did, you can do for free. You can be on podcasts for free. Now, maybe you will not be able to attract a seat on Ed Milet's podcast, but maybe you will. But do you know how many podcasts are out there? Just start Googling or call me. I'll help you. I love helping people figure this plan out. It's what I do. I love consultant work where we are getting your book done, we are getting it marketed, we are setting it up for success, we are launching it, we are writing it, we are doing the thing, right? Well, let's talk a little bit more about the things that Jamie did to create the buzz around her book. So she wasn't just on um, Ed's podcast. She had an interview with Oprah. They're next door neighbors. How crazy is that, right? Well, at least that's what Oprah said is they're a cross the fence neighbor. Well, how can you be across the fence if you're not next door, right? Well, maybe it's a figure of speech, I'm not sure, but they do live in the same area. So Oprah was supporting her book. There were so many other people supporting her book that I started getting emails and notifications and messages and different things from different people indicating that they were behind her book. You can do the same thing with your supporters. Ask them to spread the word that you have a book coming. How fun is that, right? So, what happened after that? I bought the book. I signed up for the bonuses. I was invited to a Facebook group to be part of the launch team. I am not anyone special. There were a lot of people there that were helpful. All I had to do was say, yes, I'll help you. So that put me into a little closer network of people who were more aware of what was going on with the book. This is genius, and you can do it too. If you don't have a big following, it's okay. Start promoting on your Facebook page, your normal personal page if you'd like. You can set up a book page if you want, or a group under the heading of people that want to follow you. So after I got the book and got the bonus link and all of these different things, one of the promises was a day of coaching with Jamie and Ed. Well, why wouldn't I sign up for that, right? That was one of the bonuses. So I started getting emails and I went back and counted most of the emails. My number may be off a little bit, but all together, I got 55 emails from Jamie. Now, this is starting in June and leading till the end of February and on, because I'm still getting emails about the book, about what's going on with these value adds that she's been giving in her group, and also this training with Ed Milet, all of the things that she's fulfilling now. You can do the same thing. Make a list of things that you could promise your readers if they get your book and want to be a part of your life. There are so many books that lend themselves to this. In fact, we are getting ready to launch a book as I record this. I just got the author copy. I'm so excited for Mindy. This is her book, Never Settle. She can start a group of people that all are accomplishing something and will not settle, right? The never settlers. I don't know what she'll call her tribe, but something like that. So in those 55 emails, there were some common threads. So she was informative. She was letting us know, here's things about the launch that's coming up. This is about the book. You're going to want to know these things. Here, make sure that you join my Facebook group. We've just added some influencers to our all-day launch. Here they are. And she rolled them out individually and spotlighted them. People like Ed Milet, people like Oprah, people like my mentor, John Maxwell, and so many more. There was Barry Baumgartner. I love her. She does events for people like Tony Robbins and so many others. Brandon Bouchard. Bouchard. Did I say that right? Brandon Bouchard. He also was one that promoted her book launch. Tony Robbins also promoted her book launch. He was on her all-day book launch day. There were so many things that she did to spotlight these wonderful people who were spotlighting her. See how that works? So make a list of people that you can cross-pollinate with that will help you look at helping one another launch your books. It's wonderful. You can go to my Facebook group, Write Your Book Now, Authors Helping Authors, and look for people who are writing who might want to be similar to you. I always think that you should find people who add value, who have similar values to you, but maybe think different or have a different topic that they talk about, but your readers may be the same. You know, people aren't going to read just one book in their lifetime. They will read many. So of the emails that I got, she announced these various speakers. She did a list of things she wanted us to do, like join the Facebook group, share this, that, or the other thing. She had different resources for us to use. She gave us ideas of things we could do, and all of these were articulated in the body of her emails. There was an event checklist. There was another promise was a workbook to go with her book, which is like, it's like 80 pages long, I think, or maybe even more. I can't remember. The thing was long. I printed it out. It's a stack of papers. But things like that are really what people want. And if you want to make an impact with your book, find a way to create a workbook too, because that's another resource to anchor your ideas within the mind of your reader. She would do launch team updates. She would give free value things to us. She would hop on and give us different tidbits with small videos that were from her book, you know, ideas from her book, things like turning your trials into triumphs, things like, is your calling you? Setbacks are a setup. Curing the comparison trap. Create a positive life. Stop self-sabotaging. Unlock your abundance. Conquer your day with preparation. Become the champion of your own story. Build your own confidence through reading this book and working through it, maybe with a few friends. Another invitation she made. So she read excerpts from her book, and out of those, there were various taglines that started to evolve. Last week, I was in a training with Brand Builders Group. If you want to know more information about them, please set up an appointment with me. I would love to talk to you about them. So they did an all-day, a two-day actually event, helping us identify our DNA, the DNA that makes us who we are, so that we can project who we are to others. This is so important, and you should be doing something similar, where you identify these bullet points of what your book is about so that you could share them. She had holiday bonus gifts. She sent emails about the resources that she was giving us. There were so many emails, and they are wonderful emails. Some of the titles were things like, huge news, I have a new book for you, plus free gifts. Let's celebrate together. That was a title of one of her emails. So she took the list from her first book, Believe It, which is also very good, by the way. It was about her journey learning to believe in herself, and Worthy is a playbook of how you can believe in yourself. Genius, right? They work together. I have a friend who's reading Believe It right now, and she was asking me, well, is it just the same as Believe It? Worthy, asking me about Worthy. I said, no, they're different books. It's a different, um, it has a foundation of Jamie's message, which is worthiness, which is great. They both have that, but Worthy is been done differently. So if you are somebody who struggles with self-doubt or imposter syndrome, or you feel stuck, or maybe you're good at hiding from the world, but deep inside you feel like you're not enough and you want to learn how to build unshakable self-worth and true self-love, Worthy will transform your life. That is from one of her emails. I wrote this book for you if you have struggled with self-doubt, because it will destroy the destiny you were made to fulfill. That's powerful. Now, your book may not be about worthiness, right? But you can craft things like this message because it's calling people out. It's saying, if you are this person, I want to help you. You can do the same thing with your books. So there was an opportunity to pre-order the Worthy book. There was a thank you gift if you did. There were early pre-order bonuses. There was a VIP insider launch team invitation. There were live trainings within her group. And if you don't know, in April, it will be harder to do streaming into groups from Zoom. So be aware of that. And if you need help with that, let me know. I'm learning how to navigate that myself. So she talked about having a private community to have access to her, and you can do the same thing. She even has a wake up worthiness toolkit that she was talking about back then. This is last June, and she launched her book in February. Many books take several years to create. So as you finish chapters, even if they're not edited yet, you are sharing truth from your life, and you could easily share that in your group to build it up, to make it a beautiful tribe come launch day. So some of the different things she did was she kind of instilled some of that urgency, because she said these bonuses will go away, so make sure you order early. That's beautiful, right? Urgency is a great motivator, because if she starts talking about her book in June, and if you talk about your book now, and you say that it will be ready to be shipped to you in, I don't know, 10 months from now, Christmas time, people are going to say, huh, I don't really need to do that today. I've got plenty of time to get that book, right? But this is genius. You add a little urgency, you add something special, and you start nurturing the people in your group right away. With the things that you're writing book, tell them your journey. Let them know what's going on. I get so fired up when I think about all of these things, the things that we can do to help others. She even then lays out in one of her emails her mission. It is my mission to do all we do. No person left behind. And I am so excited to welcome you to join the mission with me and invite everybody you know. That's a directive that you can give too. Let people know what your book is about, and that it's not just for you. She wants to impact you. That's beautiful, right? Yes, it's personal. But when you know of something that you love, you definitely want to share it. So share it. I started sharing her journey way back in June because I listened, and I believe in supporting authors. I don't know Jamie. I've never met her in person. I kind of feel like I know her now because I've been on this journey with her. But this way, you help authors with your pre-order. and you get some bonuses. Ask them to share the email so that everyone in your world knows about it. I love how she always ends her emails, or many of them end like this: I love you, I believe in you, and you are worthy. XOXO. Jamie. Don't you love it? Well, then as soon as you order her book, you get a thank you, you get how to find out where these bonuses are, and she walks through all of these ideas within emails, within messages. She runs ads on Facebook. She does it organically within the group, and all of these things you can do as well. Nurture the people that are in your world and ask them to share. That is like the biggest takeaway that I saw of what she did that really made an impact. Yes, she did use high power people to help her. But believe it or not, you have power people in your life too that are willing to help you. Tap into that resource and make sure that I'm one of those people. Would you? I'm Lori Raup. I love sharing this information with you. I want you to be successful with your book and everything else in your life. So join me, won't you? On my show each week, I'm here for you. Join me as I share information in the Facebook group, Write Your Book Now, Authors Helping Authors. And if you want the emails that Jamie sent out, let me know. I'm working on it and we'll be giving them out very soon. Not her exact emails, by the way, but the themes of each of her emails, a template, so you could use that for your book launch. God bless, and thank you for being here today. I so appreciate you. And remember, your book is worthy. Even though your book is not worthy, you're worthy of writing your book. You're worthy of sharing your book. You can get it done and impact lives, because I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that your message matters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.